Hi, I'm Jeff. This is Tropical Plants at 53 degrees north, and today I want to tell you about a spooky tale, something that happened to me a couple of days ago. There goes the light. Better switch that back on using my new smart plug. Catch you in a minute. Okay, so what we have here is a rather large box. It is about a metre. Yeah, we'll stick with a metre. And this comes from a place called Spice Exotics, which is a eBay seller, a plant seller, mostly orchids, but they do sell other things. What happened to me was very spooky. This, I'm sure you'll agree. I jumped onto YouTube, as you do, having a look through the videos, and one that caught my eye, as it normally does, is one of Roger's videos, Roger's Orchids, and it was one of his Everything in Bloom on the 8th videos, the first one for the year, the one for January. So I jumped onto there and watched it, and just a little tip, I don't know if everybody has tried this, when you have lots and lots of videos to get through on YouTube, which I tend to, I've got lots and lots of garden, stroke orchids, stroke carnivorous plants, stroke tropical plants, people that I subscribe to, and you can't actually get through them all quick enough. Little tip: if you jump into the settings on your YouTube, actually start watching the video and click the top right, and you'll see a little settings, it's like a gear icon. If you click that, you can actually change the speed. It's rather amusing, however, it means you can get through videos really quickly. I normally set everybody up to 2, which is like double the speed. It means they talk very high and rapidly, but I can always tell what they're saying, and I can still always follow it, and it means I get through them really quickly. Strange thing about it is though, when you do go back to normal speed, the normal voice sounds really slow, like there's something wrong with them. But that's a little tip for you if you want to get through videos more quickly, so you might want to speed mine up. So anyway, because I do waffle quite a bit, so what happened was I went through this video, looked at all his blooms, and curiously enough, I have got quite a lot of those that he's got that's already in bloom. I don't know whether, like, subliminally I've copied him over the last 12 months. I probably have. He's a big influence, as is all the other YouTubers, as are all the other YouTubers that I follow. So at the end of his video, I don't know if you caught it or not, but he had a little surprise, and he worked his way to this particular plant that I've not seen before, and then worked his way up this giant spike. And at the end was the most gorgeous flowers, and it was all actually a Laelia Anceps. Now, I've never grown Laelias before, know absolutely nothing about Laelias, but as it happened, I was just looking at this gorgeous flower at the end of this very long spike, and I thought, well, I'll just have a look on Spice Exotics, because I'm due to buy something for this month. I said I'd try and get something every month. So I jumped onto Spice Exotics on eBay, and would you believe, it's really spooky this, I'm quite sure some cookies were listening into me, or Alexa was listening to me, or something it was, but out of nearly 1,000 listings for plants on Spice Exotics, the very top first plant for sale was, would you believe, a Laelia Anceps. And even better, it had a bloom spike. Well, what could I do? I was absolutely powerless to stop myself. I had to get it, and that's the box that you're looking at the moment, the metre high box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. I'm not going to show you the opening up of it because you've seen plenty of unboxings before. I'll open it up and then I'll take it out of the box, and then you can have a good look at it and see what you think of my newest purchase. And I am going to have to start looking for ways to spread these plants so that I've got more room, really, because I'm getting to the point where, unless it hangs, I'm going to struggle to find spaces for them all on like the surface of benches. So I shall stop the video for a second, get the box open, and I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to have to hold you for this one because, as you can see here, we've got a Laelia Anceps, and if I just take you off over there into the far distance, you can see there's a big long spike on it with some buds on the end. Now, I've never come across Laelia as of yet, so I'm wanting some comments, please, some people to help me out. I'm just having a feel of these leaves now, and it feels very Cattleya-like. Promise I've not looked this up. Obviously there's a rhizome here. I've took it out of its container there just to have a look, really, because it's quite loose. The basket, it's almost like an aquatic basket that it's come in, so it wasn't going to be packed really tightly. The media that it's in is a mixture of, there's bark, there's sphagnum, there's charcoal, and I think these circular pieces, spherical pieces, I think that's Laelia, which I've never actually come across before. Obviously I've seen it on videos. And this bit of rhizome we've got here, we've got some very shriveled pseudo bulbs. Are they supposed to look like that at this stage? I don't know that I'm happy with this plant or not, to be honest. There's not a great deal in the way of, I mean, obviously it's got a flower spike on, but there's not a great deal in the way of roots. When I squeeze these roots, a lot of them are soft. I'm not really sure if any of these are viable or not. I'm not going to take them off just because there'll be absolutely nothing again for it to anchor it in. So just for now anyway, I'm going to wait for your wisdom. For now, I'm just going to stick it back in the pot and let it just kind of sit there. I'll give it to water because obviously it's been in the postage for a couple of days. I can't see any new growths on it anywhere. I'm not sure where they come from. The only new bit seems to be this flower spike here in my hand. Everything else seems to be quite old, and obviously these last 3 growths have already flowered. So I would guess, I might be wrong, that if there are going to be any new growths, it would come somewhere from there. I can't see anything. I might have to take that sheath off, but I shall await further instructions. So if anybody is more of an expert than me on Laelia Anceps, which won't be too difficult, I wonder if you could tell me what kind of plant I've got here and where the new growth will come from. I'm just peeling it off as I'm talking to you. Will it come from there, or will it come from somewhere else? Could it possibly come from the ends of these growths? I'll have to dig down and have a look. So yeah, what do you think? At least I should get some blooms out of it anyway, even if it doesn't do anything else for now. I mean, this flower spike, it's not like usual flower spikes, it's absolutely solid. I did have a bit of a hairy moment with the bubble wrap, well, even though it was wrapped really well, but the bubble wrap was all stuck to this because, you know, very often these blooms get like it's like a nectar substance, isn't it? Well, people call it happy sap, but I'm guessing it's nectar for animals or birds. So yeah, that's where we're up to. I'm going to repot it back, so I shall await further instructions. So if you can jump in the comments and let me know what you think of this plant and what I should do with it, what I should do with these roots, how they grow. Usually advice on these things is, it's, you know, treat it like a, you know, whatever, fill in the blank. Like I say, it's looks to me very Cattleya like, so maybe that's how I have to treat it, and the fact that it's, you know, the kind of media it's in is kind of like a Cattleya media, isn't it? So I'll wait to see what you think. So that's it for now. I hope you like my my spooky ghost story. I had to have it. I think I'm pleased with it. I'll certainly be pleased with the blooms when it flowers, but I would like to see whether, you know, that there's some future for this plant, because it wasn't a cheap one. It's not very big. There's not many, you know, the pseudobulbs are very shriveled, and I would like to see some signs of something happening on it. So I'll leave that for now, and if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.